Let's make it happen, Captain. What's goody? Anybody in the house? Don't treat me like a 204B over here, aight? Doom, 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 mm. What's going on, fam? What's going on? Am I getting my stream right? Is anybody live? I can't see how many people in my room. What's going on? Keep the glasses close. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Ba-da-dum, boom, 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 boom. Everything's moving slow on my end. I really need to make these a little bit bigger. All right, let's see. Smooth operator. Yo, he's Irie. Okay. Pit life, what's popping? You gotta send me some of that barbecue. I don't think it'll ever get here from all your snow. Your chooch. I heard you took a driving test today, your chooch. How'd you do? Norma, what's going on? That's a unique name. Deplume. Any update for the TTO on the contract? So I know you've asked this a few times. We just so you aware with the contract, we up underneath the APWU. We just one small section. Just even in your section alone with the TTOs, we got the TTO, we got the MVO, we got the PVO. So that's just one department. They got a bunch of departments that they have to deal with when they do, the contract underneath the APWU. There's a lot going on there. I don't like this. I need to get some light here. Y'all seeing my whole background. What's happening here, cuz? Okay, had to get rid of the mic. Um, but yeah, with our contract, we got a lot going on. So, they got to put a whole smorgasbord together. I don't like this camera. This camera sucks. I'm gonna have to switch this camera up. See if this one's any better. Boom. Oh God. That one's really high definition. That'll work. Hot pot crabs. Aaron was good. Shout out if you voted no. Wonder how many of y'all voted no. Did any of y'all vote no? I mean, I would assume y'all would have voted no. That would have been the intelligent thing to do. Just sitting in reverse for 10 minutes before you back up. I heard about that. I heard about you and your driving test, you chooch. James Smith, how you doing? Yeah, 28th. Hit the thumbs up. What's going on, soul pimp? Happy to say if I put my 2 weeks in notice this week as a PTF carrier. Oh no. I'm hoping that doesn't mean you're resigning. I don't think anybody should resign, honestly. Resigning isn't the way right now. I see too many people coming back trying to get jobs. That's not a good move. Everybody thinks the grass is greener. Even if your contract sucks, you got long term. You got to think long term. If you got in with the post office, there's a lot of people trying to get in and get a job. I know of a lady that put what'd she say, 86 applications in and only got like 3 interviews. and she's college educated. So just think about that. Not good to just resign unless you already have something solid. All right. Why Chooch ain't a mod? We don't even know who Chooch is. What's going on, Larry? What's going on, hot pot crabs? You're checking in from Connecticut, Allentown. Okay, what part of Connecticut you from? No, all day long. Wait, we can resign? This never ends? Listen, I figured that I talk a lot. That's kind of my thing. Talking's my thing. I gotta get a better camera. Um, and I'm gonna let y'all call in. He said, I came in with a CTL and got better pay, better job with better pay. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I mean, you came in with a CDL. So did I. Um, I came here. I mean, I'm 27 years with a CDL. And for anybody that comes in here with a CDL, um, honestly, this is probably the best thing you'll ever experience. So you can probably find a higher paying job. And I had them. I own my own business. This is it. This is it. It may not feel like it right now, but this is it. You can go back over the road, spend the time over the road. Just look at how much time you spend in that truck. Right now, for us, you ain't got to pop that hood. That's not your job. You got to go from point A to point B, push some stuff on the truck, pull some stuff back on the truck. Your only job is to deal with traffic right now, throwing some stuff on and off. I moved furniture. I've hauled groceries. I've had higher paying jobs. I would never do it again. Never. I got a pension now. Um, I've taken care of kids' colleges. I'm a lot better where I'm at now. So if you need the money right this instant, go for it. Use the CDL. But as a person that I could leave here today and get a better paying job. There's no longevity in it working for these scrubs. You can work for another company. I mean, if you can get in at a UPS, great. A FedEx, great. There's very few other places that are going to take care of the back behind the scenes. I mean, I'm not sure your age, but if you're looking for long term, I tell everybody with a CDL. Now, if you got like 5 years or less in, okay, maybe that's, you don't see the big picture yet. But, it all depends on you and where you want to be. I will be opening the phone lines again. It is pinned at the top. I want to reassign to MVO, but they said to wait 18 months for the switch. I don't know about that. If a bid comes open, then you can probably do it. I came with the mindset of retiring from here. I learned from not staying in the military and not retiring. I've been asking my PM for this job for the year. Okay. Breast craft is TTO, easiest trucking job I ever had at the post office. I know that's right. Walmart. Walmart's okay, but I always look at it, man. Walmart, $85,000 a year, start $90,000 a year. But look at the time that you're in the vehicle. They're like, oh, well, I only got to drive 11 hours a day. But anytime I don't lay down in my bed and I'm in their vehicle, that means I'm on their clock. And they're not paying you to sleep. They're just paying you to get the load from point A to point B. So if I'm out for 2 weeks at a time, that's every single day. I multiply every hour that I'm not in my house if I'm in their vehicle. Then you start breaking it down. You're like, damn, I only made $4 an hour. I want you to look at it that way. All right. Are there any new craft jobs being made? I remember the new driver last year said we were angry, but it seems frustrating. How come we haven't got what? Are there any new craft jobs being made? I remember the new driver jobs last year, and the drivers were angry, but it seems the frustrations have come and gone, or are they just used to the change now? Oh, well, anytime there's change, um, there's gonna be a lot of frustration. There's gonna be a lot of people that don't know what's going on. They put a lot of people in there that didn't have transportation backgrounds, and it was really confusing for them. I know one of the people that went over there, he said it was a little frustrating because you'd have a mail handler, knows nothing about logistics, and they put him in a logistics job. Not a lot of carriers went over. So, I mean, carriers know the grunt of being in the road, and there were not a lot of carriers that went over there. So they had people that never had to do navigating and logistics go in there. So yeah, they were frustrated. I get it. But, with any new hobby, any new task, any new job, you get a hang of it. Yeah. I can't say it's perfect. There ain't no job at this post office that's perfect, but they're doing a lot better than they did before. FedEx isn't union. I got a guy who had 17 years in now CCA. How important is a safety report? Well, safety's supposed to be number one, but it all depends on how how your managers look at it. Now, it's supposed to be top of the line, but unfortunately, they kind of split it. Be they want you guys to get the job done in an unsafe manner, but then they say be safe. You know, uh Chooch was just telling me about, one of his people got out the vehicle and there was like black ice underneath on the ground, and the guy slipped as he went to go deliver, and he slipped while he was right outside there and hit his head right on, I guess, the diamond plate inside the door, and he got a 4-inch gash in his head. So it all depends on you guys. You're never ever supposed to be rushing, and there's so much more having to do with safety. Safety depends on you. I can honestly say I have never seen the behavior and the mindset of some of fellow carriers. There are a few great ones, and there are many, many more that have zero integrity in my office. This is really a shame that mm, yeah, the hurry up and wait, haven't figured out that they couldn't work somewhere else. Oh boy, CCA here just hit a year, even though I worked December just because the Social Security screwed up. I'm about to quit now because they're giving me no hours and I'm only a CCA in the branch. Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit. Find something, find a supplement. CCAs and carriers are the only craft that have not had the retirement offered to them because they're the dominant craft. It is what it is. At the end of the day, they were not offered any early outs because they need the carriers to deliver. Post office will try to say it's his fault. Better hope he had the right boots on. Probably. Nah, hang in there. True. All right. So I start Monday as an MVO. I'm a 24-year class A TT driver. How hard is it to switch over to TTO? Marcus, every single tractor trailer operator says the same thing. They say they want to drive tractor trailers because that's just our thing. We feel less than human because we don't want to, we want to be in that big truck. Until you're in that big truck, there's not a lot more money. And I get it. I get it. But you'll get it eventually when you're in there. Now, I'm not sure exactly where you're located, but you'd have to speak to your shop steward and how the union works there. There's a lot of people that come in like that and they only have MVO jobs available. And they just do easy pickups, man. They zipping around depending on your area and your city. But that's more of a shop steward thing and how your seniority list is built at your station. Let a carrier, we should hang in there, benefits, whatever makes sense. The post office will do the opposite. Post office try to save $1, they spend $2.50 to do that. All right. So let's see. Call in user 2. Well, let's be clear. If you're listening to me and you want to call in, feel free. I'm gonna give you I'm gonna be fair, give y'all about 6 minutes. Vent, say whatever the hell you want to say, whatever you want to say. But please, no politics. We got a family right now. I don't want no politics. I don't want nobody arguing about this or that. You can cuss, you can fuss. Just no politics, please. All right, let's see who we got here. Boop, let him in. Cello.
Hello.
Hi, who's speaking?
Hi, this is I guess Heathen 154.
Okay, sure. All right, whatever you want to call yourself. How you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm swell. I'm swell. What you want to vent about? Talk to me.
Oh, I could say so many things of the 10 years that I've been in there, and I'm in a training office. So I've seen probably at least 50 to 60 supervisors and probably 30 to 40 postmasters.
You said you're in a training
And
office?
they've made our office a training office. So um it's very difficult. The politics are hard. Uh you gotta bite the bullet, and you got too many people that come in there that do not even know how to carry mail. I've got a postmaster right now that it's been very cold. I'm in Pennsylvania,
What
so
part of
it's
what
been
part
a
of
little
PA you in?
chilly. I'm in like I'm gonna say this right now. Um I'm in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania,
Okay.
and we've had some chilly weather, and I know a lot of carriers out there that have not experienced the cold in different parts. But I'd like to help them out by saying, hey, check out the Van Gore-Tex NTEs. They're insulated. They got good traction on the bottom. I know we
Okay.
have to wear layers, but it helps out. I walk about 15 to 16 miles a day. And what hurts is when these people come in and they tell you to eat and skate.
Eat and
It's,
skate.
oh, yeah. They want you to have an 8 hour every day regardless. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, do you know what our parking lot looks like?
Mm. And we got somebody in the
um,
chat that likes to say 8 hours all the time.
oh, it I mean, I mean, do you want me to drive my ProMasters through their yard? I mean, that's the only way I'm going to get 8 hours.
Mm, mm. It's rough.
It,
It's rough.
but I just want to tell the people out there, hold on, because I've seen disasters of postmasters that have come in. I've seen, oh my goodness, we had a postmaster that came in that was snorting coke, having an affair with a woman that got caught inside a postal facility, and he became our postmaster. He was wearing Metallica t-shirts, going up and cussing out customers at our counter. And I mean, this is the kind of stuff that
Wow.
I've been seeing for the last 10 years. So I'm I'm sorry, I'm trying to say a whole bunch of stuff really quick in a way, but if anybody else is in a training office, they know what I'm talking about.
Mm.
And it's it's hard. And just
You
keep
saying
your
that we got a
spirits
bunch of
up.
misfits.
Oh, yeah, the worse you do. Oh my goodness. I okay, so I've had this route for 4 years now, and I've never had anybody walk with me. So they are supposed to walk with you.
Okay.
Nobody has walked with me 4 years since I've had this route. I found out that a 204B came in and let let's everybody out there hear you say falsifying records. She
Mm.
falsified records, and now she is a postmaster in another office. It really hurts because this hurts us, and this makes us, you know, less. It doesn't feel like you're getting anywhere. you're still fighting the whole bunch of the chiefs that have no idea. They don't know how to carry. Um, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I didn't even think I was going to get to talk to you. I have a whole bunch.
Well, I got a few people waiting in the lobby. We're gonna try
Oh
and do
no, no,
this at
no.
least.
Go ahead and get to them. But I have dishes and dishes of stuff. If
What
I would
everybody
love
has
to
my
talk to you again, and but
absolutely.
no, I mean this is what everybody needs to hear. Keep your spirits up, but we got to fight for this and stick together and oh my goodness.
How'd you vote before I get the next caller in?
No.
You voted no?
No.
Ah, beautiful.
No.
Beautiful.
Right? Yeah, right meow.
All right, I got another caller I gotta let in. Um,
Okay, yes, go ahead and get to that. But yeah, I could give everybody in America deep dishes.
hmm. All right, my dear. I appreciate you calling in. And like I said, we're gonna try
Well,
and do
thank
this on a
you. Well, thank you for listening to my babble, and maybe I
that's the
will
vent
get to
session.
chat with you again.
Absolutely. This is our vent session. All right.
Yes.
All right.
Thank
We'll
you,
chat with
Jay,
you later,
for
dear.
everything. Good night.
Absolutely. Night. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Good evening. Hello. Hello, you there? Somebody there? Anybody there?
I'm here.
Can't
Can
hear
you
you
hear
if
me?
you there you go. Now you cooking with hot sauce. Let's
Good
talk.
evening. Hello. All right. Well, so I'm out of branch 752. I don't really care
Ooh, you bold.
who hears me. I'm gonna say it straight up. Renfro's a fucking bitch. But I
Ooh,
mean, I'm gonna tell you this. I have tried to message that man. My buddies tried. We've all tried to message him, and he blocks us because he don't want to hear nothing we have to say. And for him to go in there and close the doors without having anybody in there. He's in bed with Dayjoy, and Dayjoy's a fucking bitch too. He can kiss my ass. I don't give a shit about him. The dude still has a he still has a damn stake in his company, and he's moving our mail, and it's bullshit. And here's another thing: they're walking people off the clock
yes.
because the vehicles are running, but yet it's fucking cold as hell out here in some of these places. But yet they want to come and tell us that we need to turn the vehicles off and load and all this other bullshit. It's ridiculous. We've got 4 people that are coming into our office, okay, and we don't have no vehicles for them because they've got down here at VMF. They've got all these vehicles sitting here. They're all fucked up. They don't want to piece them back together, and they're giving us one vehicle per route. So what the hell are we going to do with all these people coming in? You can't use them. And then they want to give us help after peak season, okay? And then these dumbasses decide, oh well, let's get a class going, but let's make the class in January after peak season. It's just bullshit. And then I'm hearing from other people where some of these offices uh is completely full of mail. I mean, they still got shit in these offices in these SNDCs where
Yes.
people's packages hasn't even come in from Christmas because they're not moving it. I'm set up with it, man. I'm at a point where I feel like, there's times I've wanted to quit being a branch president, but I'm not going to do it because then that, you know, it to me it tells me that they won, and I'm not going to do that. I
What
voted
what
hell
what what
no.
area are you in?
I'm out of Cleveland, branch 752.
Okay, Ohio. Okay. And
No,
you said you voted no,
Cleveland,
right?
Texas. Cleveland,
Cleveland,
Texas.
Texas. Oh,
Cleveland,
Cleveland,
C
Texas. I've
Cleveland,
never heard of that.
Cleburne.
Cleveland. I've never where's
Yeah.
where's that around?
We're right around Dallas, Fort Worth, Burleson, Weatherford area.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, man, a lot of people don't want to speak up and say something, but honestly, I don't care. I mean, I'm
Thank
just
you.
at a point. Dave Joy needs to pull his fucking head out of his ass, and we need to get somebody in here that gives a shit about the carriers. Because if they can hire these people, these clerks, and start them at 20 something dollars an hour, or 27, why the hell are they trying to screw us? They're hiring all these damn people to watch us. They're putting so many people over us to fucking micromanage us. I spent 8 years in the military. I ain't got time for that shit. I know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go out there, do my job. I ain't gonna fuck around and come back. But my problem is they put all this money into these people that have no idea what the hell they're doing. They've never fucking carried mail. They don't have no idea, and they sit and look at these computers and, oh, well, this person should be here getting inside breadcrumbs, and why were they here? What were they doing? Now fuck that. Leave us alone, man. Let us do our job. And then on top of that, you want to send people out here during Christmas time, during peak season, to come fucking watch us? No, fuck that, dude. That's some bullshit. You know, I think that they need to get rid of Dayjoy and his 10-year plan. I'm sorry. I think it's a 10-year plan to try to give us to privatize this, because everything he's doing is it's fucking the mail up. People aren't getting their shit. It's taken a week to go over from state to state, even from a local city to another city. And then half the time you send a package out and guess where it ends up? In another state where it should have never even been. You know, it's
Mm.
bullshit, man. I'm frustrated with it, and I think he's trying to privatize this. I don't think he has any business being where he's at. Uh, he's just not doing us. He's not doing us good. They want to sit here and talk about they ain't got no money, but yet they want to invest in this fucking green sham deal. I mean, hell, they don't even have enough electricity in some of these facilities to even run the place, much less they don't even have any charging stations for the vehicles, and yet we're sitting out here freezing our ass off in the fucking freezing ass cold, and in the heat, got brothers and sisters dying
Out
because
there in
they're too
Texas.
lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're too lazy or not lazy, but they're just too fucking stupid to get us the right vehicle. You, it's
Mm.
bullshit. Why don't they put the money into the carriers and invest the money in the people that make the company run, instead of putting the money in people over us trying to micromanage every goddamn thing we do? It's ridiculous. If they would do that, the turnover rate would be very low. You give us a good wage, give us better insurance, and you wouldn't have so many people fucking coming in and quitting. You come into this, this used to be the place people wanted to come to work, but it's not no more.
Right.
Nobody wants to come here because you can go to a damn fast food restaurant and make the same starting pay. I mean, it's ridiculous. So,
Oof.
anyways, I mean, I could keep going on, man. I know you got more people in there, but it's just I'm so frustrated with it because I feel like I sit here and management's always down your throat. Do this, do that. Oh, breadcrumbs said this. GPS said this. Fuck your GPS and fuck that, because all these memos that came out said you can't use those to sit there and try to tell us
Eh,
what time we got to be back and all this other stupid
Right.
shit. But it's just a constant. They want to jump down our throat, but yet whenever I come back at them with some shit, it's a matter of fact, they didn't even want me to be the president. They were begging them not to let me be the president because I fucked the world up, and I'm gonna file on shit. You know what I'm saying? I
You
mean,
know,
you
on a
want to sit
side
there and
note,
fucking hold.
would you be would you be able to email me on the back end? My email is in the video description because I have
Yeah.
a couple people that are in my chat that are trying to step up a little bit. Maybe you have some words that could help them. That would
Okay.
help me out a little bit. But my email, like I said, is always in the video description, finesse316@gmail.com. But yeah, definitely. I like your energy. And if you can
Well,
pass some
I'm
of
gonna
that
tell you,
energy on
man.
to
I
them.
I, I spent I spent 8 years in the military, and I always had somebody I could go to. It never got to a higher level. And my mentality is you come in, you do your job, you go home. You get shit done, you stay till it's done. I'm about results. I'm not about bullshit. And when I go in and I gotta fight for people, I mean I expect my guys to do what they gotta do their job, and that's it. And if they try to fuck with you, come let me know. We'll
That's what
we'll
I'm
fix
talking
it.
about.
And that's just the way it is. I mean, I'm not trying to sound like like a badass. I'm just saying, these new people coming in, you got to know your rights. You got to know your contract, because if you don't, our last steward kept saying, "Oh, well, this is the way it used to be." Well, just because that's the way it used to be, that don't mean that that's the way it's supposed to be. That don't
Mm.
mean that it's contract. You know what I'm saying? And there's just a lot of stuff that people used that they started doing that it wasn't right. And you get in the books and you're like, what the fuck? Like, you're sitting here telling me this shit? No, you in bed with management too, motherfucker.
I
You know?
love it.
So
Oof.
that's I can keep going, man. I'm sorry, I had to get that off my chest because I watch you all the time when I'm on route and
No,
shit.
I
But
appreciate it.
it
I
just
mean,
it
even if you don't agree with some of the things, I like everybody to have their event time. This is something that I thought of this year. I said I'm gonna try and let people get their voice out, man, because we talk that shit when we get into the stations and in the plants, and then all of a sudden you're the bad guy. So you got to kind of bite your
well.
tongue just so you don't have the issues. But here it's a free
The,
for
the
all.
big the big the biggest problem though is, I'm gonna tell you right now, the biggest problem is this, is people want to sit there and talk shit behind closed doors, but they don't want to step up and they don't want to say something when shit's fucked up. The only way you're gonna get shit to be fixed is, are you there?
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. The only way that you're gonna be able to get shit fixed is if people, you know, fucking let the balls drop and do what they got to do. This society has got to
This guy.
a point where it's just everybody's so scared to say shit, and you can't do that because management's going to run you over. And
Mm,
you got to speak up for the contract. Otherwise, what do you think's going to happen? We're going to lose our rights in the damn contract. They're going to take the shit away, and we ain't going to have it no more.
love it.
So you either stand up and give them a big fuck you and go, learn the contract. And I mean, if they don't like it, fuck them. Who cares? They can't do shit to you because it's the contract. It's in fucking black and white. Tell that
It's
shit to
in black and
DRT or
white.
arbitration.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you, you should really keep doing these calls because hopefully we get some people that's got a goddamn brain and they hear this shit and think, huh, maybe he's got something there. Instead of putting his finger so far up their fucking ass, they can't even think straight.
I love it. I love it. You know what? I think I want to have you on a one-on-one when I got some real good questions for you just because you a branch president. I don't want you in trouble, but I definitely want you to get your message out, man, because there are a
Hey,
lot of
look,
branch
I'm
presidents just like you said that are they're scared. I don't know what they're scared of,
Well,
but
I'll say this. This is my opinions. It does not reflect the post office. This is my opinions
hmm,
and my opinions only. I am off the clock. And if you don't like
there it
it, fuck
is.
you.
I love it. I love it. Do me a favor. Can you please email me behind the scenes? Because
Yeah, I got you, man.
my my guys are already texting me asking me to have yeah. So if you could do that, that'd be great. That'd be great.
All right, my man. I
All
appreciate you
right.
letting me on. All right.
No, thank
Keep
you
keep
for
keep pushing up.
thank you for calling in, man. That was
All right.
fire.
I,
We
I
we warmed it
appreciate
up
you,
and then
brother.
you just went straight fire. Thank you. All
Yes,
right.
sir. Have a good night.
I have a good one, brother. Woof. That was some energy. That guy that was fire. He had a little bit of energy. A little bit of energy there. A little bit of energy. Oh man, everybody else that was waiting in the room, they all went to sleep. But I don't think they could follow behind him. But just so people know, behind the scenes. Oh my God, that was good. Behind the scenes, these are actual facts now, just so you know, where they have the S&DCs or they have these RPDCs or they have these plants. I know a lot of people are carriers right now, so just a little backstory to kind of give you some information. Now, when they put these new pieces of equipment in, it doesn't just go in one day. It doesn't happen instantaneously. It takes right now there's one going on in the area where I'm located. It takes about 6 weeks. So during that 6 weeks that it's actually taking to do that, they have to reroute a lot of that mail to different facilities. And those other facilities, they're nowhere close. So, they may have to reroute, one piece of mail 250 miles to another place for 6 weeks just so that other facility can process it before it actually gets back, even if it's in a local area. That's what's going on kind of behind the scenes. But for any other people that are in here, that are the carriers, not the carriers, the clerks and the mail handlers, a lot of these positions that these machines are taking, like they have these robots that are eliminating clerk positions at the bundle sorter. Now, it may be speaking Spanish to the carriers, but people that work at the plant kind of know what's going on here. So they have clerks that actually have to handle mail on bundle sorters, and they have a bid for that. So when these machines come in, these people are actually going to lose those bids because there's not going to be a need for them. And then you have, a lot of the machines, the DB machines, which actually gets your letter mail. And as it gets to the stations, I believe the carriers, y'all call it DPS, and that's what you guys deliver. Well, the machines, they're consolidating them and they use mail handlers to transport it from one part of the plant to the other part of the plant. And they're actually getting machines to reroute once the individual that is at one machine there, once it's done, the mail's actually just going to be rerouted to go to the other machine, which is going to eliminate some mail handler positions. I hope you're following me. So when those positions are eliminated or those bids are eliminated, remember we have 3 tours at plants. So this is times 3, however many positions those are. Once those are eliminated, they're hoping and they're banking on a lot of the mail handlers as well as the clerks that they offer that $15,000 payout. They're banking on them to take the payout. So if they take the payout, what's going to happen is they're just going to reorg the bids, and then the people will be able to slide in. There's enough work for everybody. There's going to be enough bids for everybody, but it did eliminate some of those job bids. You understand what I mean? A couple of people left because 4 job bids got eliminated during tour 1. And then 4 people quit, or retired. So now just the 4 will float into those spaces. But if those people don't accept the payout, if they don't accept the payout, now you have extra people. You can't have extra people. That's where the excessing comes in. So there's going to be a lot of places if these people don't retire early, because there are going to be job cuts, not necessarily people cuts, but job cuts. These people are going to be excess. They can travel, I think it's up to 60 miles. They can ship them wherever within 60 miles. So that is going to be the domino effect, and that is going to be starting happening this year. For those of you guys that followed me last year, you guys also listened when DeJoy said he was going to stop doing everything until after the election. He wasn't going to start doing anything new with these facilities until the beginning of January. He said once January 2025 hits, that's when he's going to start going back and going ham. And sure as shit stinks, all that's happening right now. Everything that we just spoke about or I just mentioned to you, I like to try to break it down in layman terms so you understand it a little bit. But that goes on behind the scenes. So that's where a lot of that delayed mail comes from when they're trying to rebuild these plants because they're trash, inadequate equipment. And the mail that's sitting here has to travel 200 miles that way, 150 miles this way, in order for them to get this new machine up. Now, this new machine, let's just give a random number. The original machine did 60,000 parcels an hour, let's just say. This new machine will do like 600,000 parcels an hour. You see what they're trying to do? So they're trying to focus more on the parcel deliveries. It's an interesting dynamic, and I'm watching it play out. It's very hard to translate this information for people to kind of understand. So I'm just doing the best. I'm trying to be as genuine as possible. Um, and break it down in layman terms so everybody sees it. I can draw it out, but I got no time for that. Just know that things are changing and things are happening. The good thing is that the people that they did not offer the early buyouts to, which were the carriers, they got pissed. I work with a couple. They were very pissed about that. But the good thing is that carriers will always be needed. Now, it's up to the fact that y'all know they need you. They need the carriers because they're going to be a lot of parcels. This is where y'all supposed to grab them by the hoolies and demand some more shmoney. Just, you can't accept what they're offering. It's not acceptable. I'm in a chat group with a bunch of people and they chat all day and I read and I read and I read what they're saying and I'm listening to what the carriers are going through, rural carriers and city carriers and people slipping and busting their head and other one getting hurt and this one. Yo, there's a lot that y'all gotta encounter and deal with. One guy said to me, oh, it's gonna be -20 wind negative 20, bro. Who does that? Y'all, Jesus Christ, man. Y'all are different beasts. But some man sitting up top said that y'all was only worth 1.3%. And again, I could say it 1,000 times and 1,000 times, y'all gonna just say, yeah, you're right. Is y'all are worth more than that. It's a slap in your face. And if there are people that are in here that did vote yes on the contract because you think that it's just gonna make your money come quicker, don't be deceived by it because as you heard clearly when I had Mike Cariff on here, he said it. He said, even if y'all do it, you're not going to see a dime of that back pay till 2026. So all you did was kind of just screw yourself with that because you thought it was just going to happen. You was going to get that little extra chunk in your pocket. Um, there's just so many dynamics behind the scenes. So we can't think instant gratification. Instant gratification doesn't do anything except us get over the hump at the moment. But we got to look at this long term. And I know it doesn't even seem like this is a long-term job anymore because of all the foolery behind the scenes. But many people don't realize that you guys could be the future. You could be. You know, I was talking to one of the guys in my chat group and I was like, hey, man, there's an opportunity for you to step up into management. And he kind of shunned it down. I was like, you got it. And the first thing he said, and I'm sure you all would say that, is that once you step into management, now you're the enemy. Change it. You don't have to be the enemy. You don't have to be the enemy. Somebody was like, oh, Jay, did you tell your whole audience that you used to be a 204B supervisory position? If you guys are new and you didn't know, yeah, I was. And I was damn good at it. But my craft and what you guys do are different. Truck drivers, I just sat there and just punched in some numbers. They didn't need me. Carriers don't necessarily need your supervisors, but they get pressure from a different way. I'm in transportation. They know what they got to do. They get their little scanners and say, hey, this is what we got to do. But that just wasn't my fit. My fit is interacting with people, dealing with new people, trying to help new people come in. That's how I started my channel. I want to see people succeed. Doesn't always work out that way. And that's how I got into learning and development. That's the department that I'm under. And I like what I do because I can help create a change. I don't know why my damn green screen is. You know what? You know what? See how real Jay is? This damn green screen. Change my virtual background. Poof. Just blur it. How about that? I don't need. You know what? This is just raw gutter J. You know what I mean? Raw gutter J. Don't need no damn background. I'm one of y'all. I need somebody to teach me how to use these damn things right. Damn light out my face. Shit. Sorry. Y'all like, wow, he really did that. Yeah, I did that. I did that. All right. Wait a minute, Jay is a CDL driver. What is your advice for someone like me trying to pursue a CDL? I want to get a CDL. Uh, poof. Well, I got my CDL. It was a lot different than how you guys get your CDL now. Um, I think you guys got to go to school. But if you want to reach out, Faith, just email me. I can give you some information behind the scenes, depending on your area. If I'm not mistaken, Faith, you don't work for us, so this might be a good thing for you. But just, reach out behind the air, behind the scenes. This goddamn thing. Unfortunately, y'all know I'm sitting in my damn underwear and I'm sweating. This is disgusting. Oh, that damn thing. See? All with it. All right. In New Jersey. It's so good. All right. So anybody want to call in? Call in number. Making more than management yearly. Call in number 650-479-3208. Get your vent on. Get your vent on. Get your vent on. You want to cuss, you want to fuss? Do what you got to do. 650-479-3208. Access number 255-4752-7471. I thought I pinned it. Yeah, it is. If you click the pin comment on the top, call in. Speak your truth. If not, I'm going to go to sleep. No, I'm not going to go to sleep. I have other things to do. Everybody has an opportunity to say how you feel. Or you just want to complain behind the counter. Part of Jersey, I'm not a I know a few mail carriers should be making more than management. You got to be a certain kind of person to like telling other people what to do. It ain't just me. I don't like to tell people what to do. You don't have to tell truck drivers what to do. You suggest, hey, this is your job. Handle your business. You don't need to hear me. You need me? Call me. All subject. The U.S. Postal Service, the U.S. Postal website is not working. I don't know. Didn't know it wasn't working. Wednesday and Saturday, go back and listen to that one. Was it worth it? I'll rewind it. Any CDL drivers in the chat? Oh, she just wrote that. All right, y'all don't want to talk. I'm I'm about to go to bed, baby. Yeah, not go to bed, but I thought y'all were gonna get your voice on. Nobody? Nobody. Speak your piece. In fact, I was trying to get my virtual time card. Get any more? Oh, that's right. For taxes. Taxes. For those that are waiting for their W-2s, so far, and I'm only going by history, it's typically after your last check of January, whatever your last check of January is, it usually comes up in the next week, Friday. So after your last check in January, somewhere within that week, you'll be able to go on the website and find your W-2s if you want to file your W-2s. Dum, 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 dum. Jay got a cigar, Rip PM. So I got a whole chat group, and not one of these chumps want to call. Anyway, I put the meeting number up. Jay about to shut it down. I appreciate y'all checking in, but I'm gonna do this a little more frequently. I don't know if anybody has a suggestion of what time to do it or what day to do it, but I like to hear when people do their whole vent thing. Some people got the frustration going on. And for the carriers that are up top freezing their asses off, it'll be better. It'll be better. Oh, Diamond Love. Hey, Jay, my cousin wants to know why they posting job on the website. If the positions are full, it don't make sense. So I think you may have texted me the other day, Diamond, but when they post stuff, right, they have to keep the job posting up for whatever amount of days. So I don't know if it's 3 to 5 days, but if you don't apply within the first 24 to 48 hours, then you kind of ish out of luck. If you go on my website, on my YouTube channel, there's the one video that I'm sitting there and I'm showing you how to apply exactly. So when the job posts immediately, you got to apply immediately because you got to remember, there's not a lot of people are applying for jobs at the post office. Whatever pops up immediately, they apply for it. So when we see it, it's like, oh, the job's available. Algorithm has to keep it up. All aboard the chooch chooch train. Some podcasters got a line where people can leave a voicemail. You can share those kind and respond to them if you get to it. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I got that as well, the voicemail. I'm learning. I don't, I got other things to do in life. You see, I ain't even shaved yet. Cheers from Long Island. Victor Rodriguez. Long, strong island. Okay. Too many soy boys at my station. He's fine. Great neck. Absolutely, Diamond. Where's the software development jobs for the USPS? Whew. If you work for the post office, you could look at any internal postings. They're very, very difficult to find those. Those are the cake jobs. They get paid good. Don't be scared to call. Stand up. You don't lose it all. Too many people scared. You see that? Too many people scared. I shouldn't be begging for the carriers to talk. This is your money. I shouldn't be begging for the truck drivers to talk. This is your money. People watch me. Trust that. People up top watch me. They give me the side eye when I walk in the building. They know I got nothing but love. I want the best. I think that this place could be a lot better. Next time I see DeJoy, I ain't gonna be scared. I was scared last time I saw. I'm gonna say, hey, can I just say hello to the dude? See if he say something to me. I do. I like the guy. Corey Walton. He's not running for president. I'm a 10-year carrier, be doing online school in the last year. What's going on with Carif fighting the NALC? I don't think Carif is fighting NALC. I definitely know he's not fighting them. I think that there was a response to it. I heard the video. It's a podcast, and I'm not gonna repost on my thing. Actually, I will share that. I think I could share it. I'll share that link later so you could hear what they have to say. Let's see who's calling. See who's calling. Yellow, you on with JH?
Hello?
Jello,
Yeah, hey, this is Larry Cashman.
what's going on, Larry? Oh, you gonna say your full government name? He bold. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I don't care what they think. I'll say how it is.
Well, let's hear it. Talk to me.
No, because April 1st of last year, I almost died on my route. I was doing my route towards the end of the day, about 3:30 in the afternoon. I thought I was having a heart attack. So
Really?
I had my customer working on a car, and I ran to him and said, "Hey, please call 911. I'm thinking I'm having a heart attack." So they did and everything, and they ended up. What happened was I ended up tearing my aorta, so I almost died right then and there. And then I ended up in the hospital for 10 days in Fullerton, and all my what do you call it? My postmaster, all she cared about was, am I going to get FMLA? When am I going to get it? So it's
Why?
like, that's what all she cared about. So the office looks good, so that we stay number one.
All about the numbers, man. First, let me tell
Yes.
you, I'm glad you made it through that. That seems tearing an aorta
Yeah.
is ridiculous. That's
Well, I would say, put it this way, it was only one person could save me on that. So, and that was God. That was it.
yes.
I shouldn't have made it. Even the doctor said that.
We're glad that you're here, but that's how
Oh,
they
thank
treat
you.
us, man. They
Yes,
treat
that was the eye opener right there.
no human empathy. No human
No.
empathy. and they want to rush you guys, and then they want to. How long you say you were with the post office?
I've been about 7 years.
7 years, and you're just a number. If anything happens to you, they're just gonna replace you. They're gonna put a job posting up.
Yeah,
Don't
and
kill
I've
yourself
had
for this place.
no, and I've had a friend that when COVID hit, he ended up dying from COVID on when
Mm,
all that stuff was going on at our office. It's in Brea, California.
oof. You're in
Yeah,
California.
yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, I've been
okay.
listening to you. I got friends that listen to you. I always tell them, listen to JH, listen to Dare,
I
listen to Saeed, everybody. I'm telling them, listen to
I
this stuff.
appreciate
Vote
that.
no on that contract. Don't, you know.
I make it up
And
as
then
I go. Oh, but no, I truly appreciate that, man.
No,
I
you're welcome.
really on a side note, man, health comes before this place. Just for anybody that else is
Yeah,
watching or listening, health comes before this because that's just the common response from management. That's one thing they can't teach management is empathy because either you have it or you don't. Human empathy shouldn't be taught. It's something that you kind of raised with. And the unfortunate part is that, we have to deal with that on a consistent basis. For the two callers that are waiting, I will get to you in a couple seconds. Don't hang up. Um, but I appreciate you calling in, man. Next time you see me doing a live and you see the calling number, feel
yeah,
free. Keep us up to speed. Let us know how
yeah. Because
you're
I'm
doing
working.
first.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm working 3 jobs just so I can make it.
3 jobs and you're a carrier.
Yep. And
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
on
you
the
live
ODL, and I'm a OGI too.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
See that you shouldn't have to live, but you live out in California. Y'all gas prices. What are your gas prices now? Like 13 bucks in a gallon?
No, it's about 450 or something like that a gallon around there.
Mm. Yeah, it's rough, brother. It's rough.
Yeah.
All right. We're at the 5 minute mark there, sir. I appreciate you
All right.
for giving a call in. Feel free
Oh, you're
next time
welcome.
you want to call in and just let the words rip. All right.
Yeah, I will. Yep, I'm not afraid to.
All right. I appreciate you. Have a good one.
You too. Thanks.
All right.
Bye.
Boom, boom, boom. Caller 5. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good evening.
Hey, GH, how's it going, bro?
How are you, sir?
Good, good. Pleasure of mine. Talk to you, man. Thank you for everything you do for us, bro. For the carriers.
All
Yeah,
right. No problem, man.
I called in just a little bit of that today. While I was carrying mail, I was walking towards a house which it had a mailbox in the front and it had dock signs all around. So there was like a couple of kids playing in the yard. They're opening the door and closing the gate door, and they had two wild dogs. So I had my pepper spray out, and I was ready if the dogs attacked. If they attacked, I was ready. So luckily, yeah, the kids closed the door, and and at the time I was like yelling, "Sir, ma'am, anybody like adult, if adult was around." And there's this man from outside. He came toward the door. I'm like, "Sir, can you please have the door closed just for my safety?" And I had the pepper spray out at the time, and the guy didn't even say anything whatsoever, no remark or nothing like that. And then he took a picture of me. He snapped a picture of me. I was like, the fuck? Why is he taking a picture of me? So
Are
literally
you a
after
rural
that, I
carrier?
called it. No, I'm a city carrier in California.
And you had a uniform on?
Yeah, I was carrying mail at the time.
Snap the picture.
So yeah, he snapped a picture of me, and I just kept on walking down because he didn't even respond when I'm like, "Sir, can you have the door closed for my safety? Because I don't want those dogs come out." because
Right.
the kids were opening the door and closing it. It was like 2, 3-year-old kids or whatever it was, and there was a couple of them. So I kept on walking, and I called the supervisor and I informed the supervisor about it. And later on in the day, when I came back to the office, the PM supervisor told me the guy came in and he put a complaint against me. For what?
For what?
I have no idea, Jay. I'm just
Oh
ranting, man.
man.
Yeah,
So you ran
it
into a
was
male
crazy, bro.
Karen.
Exactly, bro. And the thing was, like, I had to talk with the next door neighbor. He was outside, and I told him the situation. He's like, "Yeah, man, that guy is looking for trouble all the time." And he literally, there was 3 incidents with those dogs where they bit, they bit a person or whatever. They had 3 different incidents or whatever. I'm like, damn. So I got lucky.
So
I didn't get bit by the dog.
in those situations, if you fear for anything, then that's one of those where the I don't know exactly how it works with carriers. I'm sure somebody's gonna put it in the comments where you just say you're not safe.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not safe. They got to come
So,
pick their own mail up, and that's it. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna go and get bit just for a couple pieces of paper. They either keep their door closed. I forgot what form. It's not a 1767. I think that's part of it, but I
so
wouldn't go back up to the door. No, no, because then in
exactly.
that
So,
situation, he do something on purpose and say, "Oh yeah, the guy was at the door, and we told him not to come to the door, and then you get bit by a dog." No, nah, nah, not even worth it.
so the door should
Prevent
be
is better than
closed.
cure.
Yeah, the kids were opening the door and closing, opening the door and closing. I was like, just for my safety, man. I thought those dogs were going to come out. And literally, he took a picture or video and he showed it to the supervisor or whatever when he came and complained. And yeah, I told the supervisor, he's like, yeah, man, I saw those kids. I'm like, yeah, he was opening the door and closing it. So it's crazy. I don't understand, why would he come and complain? What did he complain about?
Those are situations that who knows. But now it's one of those things where I talk to my shop steward, explain the situation, and say, "Look, I'm gonna write up a 1767. I don't feel safe." And I don't know what you guys use where they got to come and pick their own mail up just because of that.
PO
And I
box.
mean, you
Yeah,
have
it's a PO box.
justification. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
justified for that. I wouldn't. Mm-mm, no.
and I'm a PTF. So I don't have a route yet. So they put me on this route, and I haven't been on this route. So if they put me on again on this route, I'm just gonna skip that house, and I'm just gonna bring the mail back just for my
There it
safety.
is. Safety. Safety
Exactly.
first.
You can't do
Take a
nothing.
picture. Use your phone. Cover your backside, man. No, no. Because if you get bit, then they're gonna blame you for something. Did you have the right shoes on? Did you use your satchel? Nah, nah. Not running. Not running. It was raining
Mm.
out. A little ice out, even though you're in Cali. Whatever the situation, it ain't worth getting bit. No,
Yeah, for
no,
sure,
sir.
bro.
No,
Yeah, I
sir.
just want to call in and just have a talk with you, man. Cool, bro. It was my pleasure talking to you, JH. I always wanted to
No,
call in.
I appreciate you calling, brother. You know, my email is always there. A lot of people reach out to me behind the scenes, like everybody behind the scenes. Now I give them a form, and there's only a handful of people that called. But I got another caller waiting in the lobby. You can feel
Cool,
free to
man.
knock on my door, brother, whenever you're ready. All right?
All right. Thank you, JH. Thank you, bro. Thank you for everything you do for us. Thank you,
Absolutely.
man.
All
All right, bro.
right.
Bye.
Be safe, brother.
All right.
Let's see. Boom.
Knock on
Chillo,
my door, brother, whenever you're ready. All right.
Yo,
what's going on?
what's up, brother?
How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Uh, you asked for it, so I called in.
Oh God. Like,
It's getting a little later in the Eastern Seaboard hour, but you know what? I always got time to rant a little bit.
mm-hmm. You know what? While you're here, I'm gonna let another caller call in. All right.
Let's do that. Yeah, do it. Do it. Who could this be?
Oh
It's
boy.
getting
Good
a little
evening.
later in the Seaboard hour, but you know what? Jay. I hear
Yeah.
my echo.
Hey, what's up, man? This is David from 752.
Hey, how you
What's
doing?
up, Dave? How you doing?
Hey, good, man. Hey, so I wanted to reply back to what he was saying about that dog. Are we still on?
You're on with me. Yes, sir. He's not on, but he's listening.
Okay. All right. So I wanted to reply to what he was saying. So if you got a dog issue, you need to tell your supervisor. The supervisor can go into the scanner and they can put a dog warning in there. There's an actual warning you can put in there. Then you need to tell your branch president and tell them if they don't, if management doesn't do something about it, then you can file a grievance for creating an unsafe work environment. Now, with that said, what I would do is I would tell management, hey, they're out here. These dogs are there. The guy came up here, clearly came up there. I would take the mail and I wouldn't deliver it for that whole section because that's unsafe. And it don't matter. Let me tell you, if those pit bulls get a hold of you, they've got that lockjaw and that shit won't come
Yes.
undone. You can have all the damn pepper spray you want to. That's unsafe. So you need to get your steward involved and put a fucking fire in their ass and tell them, hey, you need to do something about this. And if that doesn't work, I think if you flip on the back of your badge, there should be I think safety's on there. I'm not for sure, but if it's not on there, go look around your office and there should be some boards on there where you can actually call safety and get a hold of the safety office. And if that doesn't work, call fucking OSHA and tell OSHA.
Oh,
And then you can put a fire in their ass that way. There's no excuse for that because and also you can actually call the city and tell the city, hey, they've got dogs. The kids keep opening and closing the doors. There's been prior incidents, and this is unsafe because I think most cities have a leash law. So I would definitely step up and do something about that and have your steward get involved because that's not something you want to mess with. Because your job at the end of the day is to go home to your family, and you're not going to do that if a dog bites you.
mm, love it. I hope that
So
he's listening and got that information.
yeah.
So
So
to recap, the first thing you said was that speak to your supervisor or your PM, and they could
speak
put
to
that
your
in a scanner.
speak to your supervisor. They can go. There's a it's a dog warning, and you can actually go into the scanner, and every time you get close to that address, it should ping on the GPS and say, hey, there's an issue with the dog here, whatever it is. And that's the first thing you should do is tell them. You need to also tell your steward because your steward can get involved and tell management, hey, we're going to file on this if you don't do something about it. Because really, they should either be going out there, the supervisor, or they should be calling this person and telling them, hey, you need to keep your dogs on a leash. And if they can't get a hold of them, like I said, call the city, call OSHA if they don't do something. I mean, there's a lot of people you can get involved with here to stop this shit because I personally, that's what I do. If there's a dog out there and I don't know it, you ain't getting your mail. And you're not going to get your mail for as long as it takes because I'm not going to put myself in a position where, I'm going to get bit and I'm not going to be able to come home to my kids. So just talk to your
Exactly.
steward. Talk to your steward. That's your steward. Your steward can do a lot for you, and that's the first thing you probably should do. And talk to your manager and have them put that dog warning in there, so that way when another carrier gets to that, it'll ping up there and it'll alert anybody within that area. Hey, this house has a problem with dogs. So that's what I would do, and that's really what you should be doing.
All right. I text that in the I wrote that in the chat. I appreciate you calling back, brother.
Yes,
Thank you
sir. I'm gonna
very much
I'm
for
gonna
that
keep watching it,
information.
man. I'm gonna keep
I
watching and see
appreciate
if I
it.
can figure something else out to help you guys out with. So,
All right.
all right, my man.
Appreciate
I'll
it.
talk to you soon.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right. See if I can let the next one in. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm still
Caller
here. You want to talk to
8.
me?
No, I don't want to talk to you. Caller 8.
Oh, fuck
Hello.
you.
Caller 8.
Hello.
You can help me out here, Chooch. How about that?
All right.
Hello.
All right. When you just say when you need me.
Yellow. Caller.
Hello,
Hey.
what's going on, buddy?
How you doing?
Doing good, man.
Where you
Trying to
from?
hang in here. This is Rob from Kentucky, man. I'm a city carrier.
How you doing, Rob? How's it looking in
Doing
KY? Hey,
good.
you got the messed up mail up there, ain't it?
Yeah, that's a little bit east up in Louisville, man. They got a big situation up there, man. It's crazy. So,
Okay.
but no,
Well,
man, I'm down here in like a little smaller town, but You know, hell, we got 2 zip codes running out of one office, and me and my wife are actually both city carriers, and
Okay.
been there about 4 years, man. And to tell you the truth, like I grew up in a union household. My dad was IBEW for 47 years,
Okay.
and you know, just knowing how things work, seeing how growing up around it, this is not how it should be, man. You
Mm.
know, I, I, nobody come in and told me, they come in, they did the song and dance. Hey, you want to join the union? Like I said, grew up that way. Sure. They didn't tell me I was going to be, almost, going on 2 years of negotiations on a contract. I mean,
Oh,
that's
it's a joke.
ridiculous.
It's a
Man, I
clown
go home
show.
and yeah, I tell my dad about this stuff, and he just shakes his head, and it's but it's like we're fighting a three-front war, man. You know, this cat Renfro, he slid in that way. He got that big raise, and that they're always finding loopholes. He's confrontational with every carrier you see in a meeting.
Yes.
Then you got management going against you, and some of the people, man, they're locals. I mean, it's like a three-front war every time you go to work. It just, I don't
So,
know,
Ben,
man. We're out.
you're in there,
Go
your
ahead.
wife's in there. You work in the same station or no?
Yeah, yeah.
How do you deal with that, man? I mean, that's a ruffian there. You guys personally have issues, when you're in your station, or is it, just random, brother and sister arguing with, the rest of the
Nah,
carriers?
man. Nah, man. It's me and my wife been married like 30 years, right? We actually, she just bid and got a new route, and when she did, the color day changed, and my T6 had that color, and that actually T6 is open, waiting to be bid on, and I got them to swap it out, so we got the same day off, man. We take one car to work, you know, chit
Okay.
chat, keep up with each other during the day, and we come home, man. Dude,
No, I'm
I'm
talking about
blessed. I
you
got
guys against the rest of the carriers. Thought you said that you had issues with your own people in the
Oh,
union.
yeah, well, okay, I'll give you an example, right? We go to a union meeting about 3 months ago, and this person is going to be announced as a new steward. Before the meeting gets started, she's talking about a supervisor who had been calling her and bugging her all day. Where are you at? How long are you going to be? Blah, blah, blah. Well, it just so happened that same supervisor was doing the same thing to my wife. I empathetically, as walking by listening to her story, said, "That's crazy. He was doing the same thing to her." And her answer was, "I don't give a fuck about her. I'm talking about me." And this is a union steward.
Wow. Wow.
So,
Eh,
it's
that's where you could tell they already gonna be self-centered or
well,
self-serving.
dude, I could go on, but I'm not gonna throw out a whole bunch of dirty laundry. I got my own feelings and
Mm.
stuff about local, and I was really behind it, but I just I see the way that things are going, and it's really off-putting. My wife actually just got called in for a PDI the other day, and one steward comes up and she's like, "Nope, you've already made, nope." The other steward comes up who I'm not even gonna go into that, but we got our
Mm.
reasons, and she's like, "Nope." So they come and got me. I sat in with her, and we got her little, written warning today, and I'll go in and try to negotiate it down to a verbal and get it kicked. But it's home team right there. I got her back, she got mine. Only person I
Right,
trust
right.
in at all, I know I got
That's not
somebody
how it's
there.
supposed to be though.
Like,
Everybody's supposed to
right,
be together.
right.
And you saying that your family
I
comes from a union, so you know how it goes.
Yeah, dude, exactly. And that's why I'm so bumfuzzled. Like I said, I feel like we're fighting a three-front war. But I'm lucky enough that I got my, I know I got a set of eyes on them, and I got my best friend too. He's in our
There it
little,
is.
And me and him go way back, even before the post office. You know, we used to work together back then, and he got on, then I got on, and so we got our thing. And you know, we got three sets of eyes looking every direction, and it shouldn't have to be like that, but that's how it
It
is.
shouldn't.
So,
No. Yeah, that's
you know,
see, that's unfortunate. So I'm gonna just talk to the people for a second. If you dealing with this in your own office, you guys got to remember that y'all should not be battling each other. Talking to any craft that works together. There's too much infighting within the craft. Just like he said, I mean, he couldn't explain it any better. You're infighting within your own craft. Then you're fighting with your own union because you can't trust them. Then you're dealing with management where you're trying to do the right thing, but it seems like they got a thumb on you or they're micromanaging you. You're making it harder. If you came in with a united front, which was my last video, some of this might be easier to take on. I mean, not all of you come into work and have your wife and your best friend working with you. So you have to kind of build a bond with each other so that you can have three eyes on the forefront or somebody on your front, your side, and your back, just like this gentleman. But I truly appreciate it. I believe I have one person waiting in the lobby. Feel free to give me a buzz back, man. I like to chat with you behind the scenes, man. You have my email. Email me, all right? If you could.
I'll hit you up. Definitely, man. Definitely.
All right.
All right,
All
then.
right.
Cool.
Have
Cool.
a good one,
Thanks,
brother.
man. You too,
Yep.
brother.
Boom, boom. Let's see. All right, Chooch.
Yep.
See what we got here. See what we got here.
All right. Still with you.
We on with JH. Talk to me. You there?
I'm here. Hello.
What's going on? Hello?
Oh, yo. There you are. What's going on? I'm here. All right.
No, I got somebody
Chooch
that's on caller user 9. He's not even can't hear you, brother, if you're talking.
Yeah, I was waiting for
Can
somebody
you hear me
else.
now?
There he is.
Okay, I've been here the whole time. Sorry, I just muted the live feed on YouTube. Maybe that's why I was confused for a second. So,
Talk to
all
me.
right, can I start?
Yeah. Talk to me.
Okay, thank you. So I've been battling a branch president in my area all day today due to the safety ops going around from district trying to nail carriers, send them home over I call petty violations. Let's say your seatbelt isn't on, they would send you home on that. Or just some minor fraction of perhaps your wheel isn't curved all the way. Now, I find these to be a little dramatic and dictatorish. I mean, safety is great and all. I remember listening to some of your videos and you know a lot about safety, so I think you'll be able to put some input here. Um, so relating to the M39, which is basically the city side, constitution, put it like that, like how the United States has the constitution. Well, ours is the M39J camp and the Elm. So um, now this one really bothers me. So in one of them, there's a reference to unsatisfactory street procedure relating to your satchel. So district safety is claiming that you need to bring your satchel and a can of pepper spray to every door, like when you're dropping off a package.
What?
Yes.
What?
They claim, that'll keep you protected from a dog. So
Wait,
I've been
that's
always
in your
against this.
M39?
Yes, it is. But I dug into it today because my a local branch president near me, city not far from me, was arguing for that as well, saying yes, you need to bring your satchel to every door, even if it's just for a package. I personally have a big problem with that, and so do many other carriers. And I always stood against how that will not be effective, and it will slow you down on the route, which it does. So I'm going to read the M39 code exactly on this. It says failure to use satchel on park and loop and walk routes. Carriers must use a satchel when delivering mail on foot, except for authorized dismount deliveries. Carriers are expected to load the satchel with up to 35 pounds of mail. The weight of the satchel is not included in the 35 pounds. This is M39 121.314 is a code referencing to this exact section. So it's really important here. If you read it carefully, it says except for authorized dismount delivery. So once I found this in my M39, I took a picture of it and sent it to my local branch president, and I said, hey, this says except for authorized dismount deliveries. Why are you telling me I need to bring it my satchel to the door if this says this? And yet he was still saying, well, the safety team says we still need to bring our satchels to the door regardless. And then I'm like, well, no, we should follow our M39. That's what we stand for. So it's just that one really pissed me off today. I've been arguing with him all day on this because sorry.
Hey, brother, Chooch here. I'm going to jump in with you and fully agree
Okay.
with you that that is absolute nonsense. As an 18-year carrier, nobody who is doing anything but carrying a park and loop, doing a park and loop has to have their satchel, absolutely. But if you're dismounting on curbside, if you're doing, are you supposed to be staying there at a cluster box with your satchel on too? I mean, that's ridiculous. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I swear to God, like, let me find one carrier who's standing in a cluster box and has a satchel attached to his side, while he's delivering the cluster box. So, this is being said where it's convenient. It doesn't become an issue until, maybe the magical safety team shows up or somebody's somebody is obviously going some sort of standoffish way about like, hey, listen, I know that, I maybe I just thought that I was doing what everybody else was doing, but in reality, I'm reading the M39, and the M39 says jack shit about bringing that satchel up to every door you go to. Like my postmaster tried to say some nonsense. The satchel's supposed to be with you when you're bringing, things up to the door. I'm like, no, it's not. I said, please show me where the fuck it says that at. It doesn't say that anywhere. It's such a bunch of shit. So your union president is talking at his ass, and obviously again you pulled out the information, you read it right from the book. You're 100% right, and it's a shame, like you said, this division that's continuously created. It's amazing how we can't even fight against management more than we're fighting against each other because like either people just don't really and honestly this is my take on it, for being here as long as I have, I still got a fire under my belly every day to say I want this place to be handled right, equally, properly. I can't fucking stand division. I can't stand people jumping up down each other's throats, and I can't stand management. And I never, and because again, management at its current state is as rotten as it's ever been. And I can reference back to 5 postmasters that I got along with, and they were decent, and they respected the hard work, and a few of them carried mail. And unfortunately, it's kind of phased out to where you don't see that much anymore. And I understand that orders are handed down from above, and like, that the middle management and local management are, guys, if you only heard what they told me. And I said, well, I do fucking hear what they tell you because you play the telecons out loud. Like we're supposed to sit there and sympathize with you when you put the telecons on speakerphone. And I'm like, I don't need to hear that fucking shit. I said, that's for you to hear. But if you want to play it out loud as if I'm supposed to sympathize to, I said, no, you're not going to get any fucking sympathy out of me. I said, because I'm going out there and doing my thing, and you're sitting in here, and yet you still are going to give these blanket statements to a whole room when you know there's one problematic person in the room. You're going to give everybody this mystery problem in the room, and you're constantly trying to say, we as a group, and I'm like, no, 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 no. I said, it's always communalized attacks. I said, if there's a problem in the room, go to the problem. Oh, Chooch is the problem because he's telling carriers to take their lunches and their breaks. A big mystery still to some people somehow. Like you are allotted 50 minutes of time to yourself, and management is just so busy intimidating carriers to run, 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 get done. 8 hours, 8 hours. Bullshit. It's all bullshit. You know?
Wait,
So
I got
I
a
have
caller.
go ahead.
I have
Got a
one.
caller coming in.
I
Got a caller
don't
coming
get me
in.
on a don't get me on a rant, sir. Don't get me on a
Oh
rant.
man.
I have
Please.
one. I have one more policy issue I'd like to bring up if I can.
Go ahead, brother.
Go for it. Just to the
Thank
caller
you.
that's waiting, just sit around if you could, if you feel like it. Just let this gentleman finish with
Oh, thank
his
you.
policy thing, and we'll bring you in, caller 10.
I'll
Well,
shut up now.
thank you, Jay. I really appreciate it because I've been battling this today. It's been really frustrating me today. You know, I just been
Vent
having a
session.
really bad day about it. So, all right. So, the next one is this is the ELM 812.3. So this one's regarding seatbelts, and I'll read it exactly. Seatbelts must be worn uh, at all times when a vehicle is in motion. Exception for long life vehicles in instances when the shoulder belt prevents the driver from reaching to provide delivery or collection from curbside mailboxes. Only the shoulder belt may be unfastened. Period. The lap belt must refrain fasten at all times the vehicle is in motion. So this one, I was arguing also with the branch president today. They were saying I need to always wear the lap belt at like a CBU. So basically, you're twisting your back while you're strapped in the seatbelt and you're performing delivery. I did that for several hours today, following exactly what I was told to do. And then I got to a point, I'm like, my back is starting to hurt. So now I'm fighting safety with safety. I need to take the seatbelt off to scoot my entire body halfway over on the seat to reach closer to the CBU. And I'm tall. I have long arms. It's not a short person problem. And then he said, swivel your seat. I swivel the seat and I'm further away. So I need to take the seatbelt
Yeah,
off.
you're right.
You know, what do you want? And then after I shared him this exact ELM code of 812.3, now I found a key part he left conveniently out to not tell me. It says when the vehicle is in motion. So my vehicle is parked at a CBU. So anyone parked at a CBU performing delivery, as long as your e-brake's on and the gear shifter's in park, you can remove the seatbelt. Safety cannot get you for that. So those are the two big things I want to share. Really glad we agreed fully on the satchel. We need more people standing against it. So that's awesome that you were just right on that. And then the seatbelt, the big one. They're trying to send carriers home for not having a seatbelt. So the good news is they can't send you home if you're not wearing a seatbelt at a CBU park. So just for people out there to know that.
Yeah,
There you go.
Sounds ridiculous,
you have
but
to be
that's what
in.
we're dealing with.
Yeah, you have to be in motion for them to catch you with that. Because that's what I teach in the class is that, shoulder strap is
Okay.
off. If you're 15 miles an hour and under doing curbside delivery, you have to put your shoulder strap back on when you're making right turns, intersections, U-turns, etc. Same concept with the door. Now, if you're coming to a full stop and you're delivering and you can't reach, obviously, I had to physically do that when you swivel your seat. Obviously, yeah, because your body moves further away from the door. Yeah. So you're right about
Yeah.
that. Never thought of that. That was I might actually talk to my coworker. Never even
Yeah.
registered that. I'm learning too.
It's like they invented the swivel mechanism for it, but it literally puts you
Trash.
further away.
Yeah, you're right. Total trash. I don't know what it's
Yeah.
for.
So
Like,
I think they had the idea of you're going to swivel it and still wear your seatbelt, but yet the seatbelt doesn't swivel. So you're twisting the seatbelt more on your lap to tighten up. I mean, it's insane.
mm, mm.
Yeah, I don't know how many people
So
even know the swivel exists.
yeah, it's a
Yeah,
little ball you have to pull on the
on your
right
That
right.
little
hand
ball.
side of your
Yeah,
seat,
Yeah.
yeah.
and
You
you
got
have to
to,
really
and if it's
pull.
yeah, the older it is, the more or less the chance you're gonna have a friggin' cramp in your arm after using it 3 times a day with a 35-year-old LLV. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I know it. Yep. That's
All
that's
right.
Awesome.
I gotta let
swivel
my
is for
next
eating
caller
lunch.
in.
Yeah. Aaron said the swivel is for eating lunch. that's
Oh,
that's that's creative, Aaron. I like that.
Well,
all right.
awesome. The main one to me though was the satchel. I'm so glad we could just hash that out. That was huge for me today. I'm so ticked off about that. So thanks for
Yeah, it's a
having me.
bunch of garbage. Bunch of garbage, brother. Bunch of garbage.
Yeah.
All right, big dog.
So
I got one more that I'm
yep,
waiting to let in the lobby. I appreciate you
yep.
calling. And let's
Thank you.
see. And I appreciate whoever is waiting for so long. All right. I don't know how to let them
I suppose
in.
I'll just hang up.
Yeah, just hang that one up.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you. Boom. Caller 10, I apologize. I appreciate your patience. Good evening.
All good. Thank you so much for everything you do, Jay.
Oh, don't thank me. I just make it up as I go along. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. So I had a dog issue. I'm a CCA. I had a dog issue on my route. My name's Marcus. I'm from Los Angeles. Um, I was doing a route that I've never done before, and like when you're chasing the mail in the morning, there's like the vacation cards and all that shit.
I don't know
There's a
anything
dog
about
warning
delivering
card
mail.
that.
Just so you know. Don't know none
Oh,
about
okay.
delivering mail.
Okay, yeah.
But
Got it.
but after you're done, the same person that was talking earlier did
Mhm.
send me an email with a link. So I'm gonna actually send this to one of the people in my chat group, and hopefully they can post it in the chat. All right. But yep, continue, man. Speak your piece, brother. Speak your piece.
Hey, thanks. So I was we had like this orange card. There was no dog warning on the scanner. And this was a house, I guess they've already had issues with her. And so on the card it said don't deliver the mail unless the front door is closed. So the front door was closed and I walk in, I deliver the mail by the door, I turn around, this giant ass husky is like probably like, I don't know, like 2 people from me. I had to hop the fucking fence. They're all watching from the window. They're not calling their fucking dog, which pissed me off. So I went back to the office and I told my supervisor. And since we had issues with this lady already, I had to deliver like this piece of paper that says she had to come into the office and they had to talk to her. And then it happened one more time and they took away her mail. And so every time she gets mail, she just has to come into her local office. And like my office can fuck around with that. And you
Is
got to
that a
just be
common
persistent
thing
and
for you
like,
guys where you're constantly fighting against people
it's
with these
people,
dogs?
it's your management. It's well, I in Los Angeles, everyone thinks their dog's a fucking person, and I love animals, but it's like you got to be responsible for your pet. And my safety is more important than your fucking dog or your mail.
Mm.
And if there's a dog that like comes at me, I just don't deliver. Every time I do that route, I just don't deliver. I just take it back and I'm like the regular can deliver it.
You're right. You're right.
But
Hold on. Let's see.
and like like the post office doesn't tell you shit. You gotta just like learn on your own, but you gotta just advocate for yourself. And I only stay at my office because like my supervisor's really chill and everyone just like head down, do your job, go home. There's not bullshit. But at the 2 other offices, because well, you don't know, but when you're a CCA, you do like different offices sometimes.
That I do know.
Their
Yes, that I
offices
do.
are a fucking shit show. Everyone's fucking pissed off. Everyone's angry. But at my office, everyone's just chill. We do our job. We go home. So I got lucky from training academy. I got assigned that fucking office. But yeah, just like if you have dogs, your safety is more important than their fucking mail. Because once that dog gets you, it's like, and the post office isn't gonna care. Oh, he got bit. They'll just find someone else.
Mm.
So that's all I
Oh
had to
man.
say.
No, I appreciate you calling in, man. So clearly there's issues with the dog. You said you're out in Los Angeles? No, San Francisco.
Yeah. No, I'm in
Okay.
Los Angeles. Yeah.
Los Angeles. Okay. Ain't getting no snow over there. No
No,
snow
just
over there.
fires and other bullshit.
Yeah.
So
Are you affected by that? Were you able to see through that, or you lived through that, or what? or is that not around you?
I was able to see it. I had a couple friends, like they all lost their homes in the Palisades in Malibu. But yeah, it was just everything's weird right now. So
Okay.
yeah. But thank
So
you so much for like just giving us a space to fucking say our shit because you have to get it off your chest, you know?
gotta get it off.
And
So Elijah,
it's nice to know that everyone else deals with this shit. So you're not
well, it's
alone.
not nice to know that. It's nice to know you're not alone. You're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
alone
yeah,
going through the
yeah.
battle. So in the comments just now, Eli just posted to file a complaint, use the form 1767. If that doesn't work, you feel it's an emergency, file a complaint with OSHA using the link below. So he left the link for the OSHA form, OSHA.gov form OSHA 7. So that is for anybody that wants. This is why I keep these people. They handle business. Y'all just click that, handle your business, and that way, this is how you network, man. Everybody around the country goes through it, and I'm happy that y'all are coming together, inventing and speaking your piece. Got to speak your piece, brother.
Yeah, for sure. All right, thank you so much. Take it easy.
Absolutely, man. Be safe. All right.
Thanks.
And if
All
it
right.
gets too smoky out there when you guys have those fires, make sure that you wear a mask, man. Because inhaling that shit is
Yeah,
not good. Just not good for your lungs. You might be young, but you'll feel it later.
yeah,
All right.
for sure. All right, thank you.
Have a good one, brother. Let's see. Caller 11. Doom. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hello.
What up, Jay? Hey, man, I'm calling back again, bro. I just heard one of the callers, he had a talk about the satchel, where you have to have your satchel while you're delivering package. I had an incident, it was a year ago, while there was a postmaster and the supervisor, they're doing street observation. And at the time, I had my car parked and I was at a school. I was delivering a package. I came out of the school. I wasn't wearing my satchel, but I was delivering a package. I came out and she's like, the postmaster saw me and she came out and she's like, "Where's your satchel?" I'm like, I told her I'm at a safe zone. I'm in a school. I delivered a package in the school. I don't need my satchel. But eventually at the end, I got written up for it. So I was just trying to bring that up. I got written up for not having a satchel while I was delivering at a school zone.
Hey, Chooch, you want
That's
to handle this?
bullshit. That's bullshit, man. I said, well, I don't know what is going on. I mean, again,
When did this happen?
yeah, when did a year ago? You said a
Yeah, it
year
was
ago.
a year ago, and it went in my record. I was like, shit, bro.
That's garbage. I mean, did you get in touch with your union and tell them like, that it does not say that in the M41 or the M39, that there is nothing that says about getting out, especially like what is the fucking school mascot gonna come out and fucking attack you? There's you're at a school. Yeah.
And I
I mean,
told,
come on.
yeah, and I told them, I'm like, I'm in a school. There's kids around. It's safe. I mean, there's no dog.
Uh,
And at the time, there was a person walking like two chihuahuas or whatever, small dog, and she goes like, "Oh, look, there's dogs over there." I'm like, "Are you serious? What are those chihuahuas gonna do to me?" Like,
They're just trying to make it. They're
that's
just trying to
crazy,
make an
bro.
example out of people. If they were told from above, or if they're doing it for their bonuses or whatever it may be, to say that they had to submit something about somebody doing something unsafe, like this garbage that does not exist about somebody having to have a fucking satchel on them when they're going to a school or to a private residence that's doing a curbside delivery. Your satchel belongs on you when you're doing park and loop. That's when it belongs on you at all times. Other than that, you don't need your fucking satchel. They're talking at their asses and they're making stuff up so they can submit discipline that can be fought. Again, they can submit it all they want and they can nail you for it. But you call your union, you say, you show me in the book where it says I needed my satchel, and when they can't find it, the discipline goes away.
All right, yeah, that's what I want to hear, man. I just want to know like the rules or whatever behind it. So yeah, you don't need no satchel going to school, I guess.
Nah, that's garbage. And again, they're making it up as they go along. And again, all you gotta do is look in the book. And they said the book is
All right.
long and there's a lot of excessive like the terminology in it. But when it comes
Yeah.
down to that, I mean, it's plain and simple. I've been carrying for 18 years. I have never been told once about the satchel having to be on my person other than when I'm doing park and loop.
All right. Yeah. Cool,
So,
man. Nice talking to you guys. Well, I just want to call in and just talk about it.
no problem. Good that
All
you
right.
called.
All right, man. All right, Jay. All right, bro.
Where you at, Jay?
There we go. I had to,
Yep.
I had to change. Oh God. I don't know. Hey, you guys. Oh, I wonder how people voted. Where are
Hell
my glasses
no.
at? You know what? I took my
Thanks.
damn glasses off. I can't see a goddamn thing. Oh God. Y'all bear with me for a second. I gotta get my glasses. I can't see nothing. I don't know
Always
where I
with the
put them.
glasses. You know, I'm wondering if my eyes are going to go out of whack in the next few years. I'll be 45 this year. Is that when they start going? But I
I'm
still
not
see
40.
2020.
I'm not
I know.
45 yet.
I know you're 65. I know you're 65, but you look great. You know?
Ah ha 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 ha. Oh man. I gotta mute this. You know I don't sit here with clothes. I don't know where the hell I put my glasses. I wanted to make sure that I had the shirt on, but now, all right, give me a minute.
Well, you said you were in your underwear, so you're going to get up and run away with you. I don't. There goes Jay in his boxes. Man. Yo, hey, Ron. How you doing, buddy?
Back to the meeting. There we go. Oh, there we go. Woof. Found
Fit
him.
over 50
Found him.
said. Fit over 50 said I voted no, but a bunch of suckers in his office voted yes. We're kind of hearing that more often now, Jay.
But you know,
Kind
I
of hearing
heard
like
that there was about last year they
80,000.
counted 60 grand, 60,000
Yeah,
people voted
I think
last
that
time, and
80
now this time it's
80,000 in already. Yep.
yeah. So that's that could be a good thing. And I'm
Oh,
sure
that's
it's a
that's
good thing
that's
because
definitely.
that means that
That
people
is
said, you know what, I'm standing up for something. And
yeah,
we appreciate that.
that's cause and effect of what you're doing and anybody else who's voicing, themselves out there. And, just the general, people gaining some sort of, you know, knowledge from the next person, whoever it may be, to say, yo, you really got to dig in and look at this thing. Because you're just showing up and, if you're just running through a day and you want to go home and you're treating this thing kind of like it's a hobby and not a career, I said you're missing out on so much stuff that you need to be a part of. And I still love the job, man. I say it every day. I still love the job. I said I can't stand what it's become on both sides of things sometimes. But in the end, I said I'm going to continue to be a carrier till the very end. As much as you wanted me to try out management, I just keep telling you I can't do it. I love to carry mail. I truly love being a carrier. Can't help.
He talking about being a carrier. Nobody cares about you being a carrier. Hey, but just kidding. Listen, while I'm on here and I got so many people watching, Eli is gonna put it in the video description. Check this out. I'm really happy. This young lady that made these shirts right there. I like this. And got the stretchy, it's got the stretchies, it's the stretchy goody material. Look at that. It's got delivering for
Nice.
America. America. Oh, I didn't even realize it had my name on the arm. Oh, Ty, he got my name on the arm. Janelle, that's her name. Got the little New Mexico thing on there. I'll be New Mexican. Not Mexican, but New Mexican. I'll be it. And because y'all are not in a warm place, the hoodie fire. Hoodie fire. I like the
That is
hoodie.
nice.
It is nice. It is
Very
nice.
nice. Okay,
It makes
Janelle.
me makes me look taller. No, it doesn't, but She does some good work. Y'all support your local postal workers. They do a little work on the side because they trying to live off that 1.3%.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's
Yep, keep her money.
fucking ridiculous. Oh my
Made
God.
the
Let me see if I
magic
can pull
number.
up her information. Across the I, dot the T. Where's she at? All right. One of you guys text this in the chat. Y'all know I can't see. All right. I'll type it in the chat. Y'all reach out to the young lady. Oh, no, I can't spell at.
Oh, I see a question on here. Let's talk USPS. Thoughts on entering a no lunch punch random question when you're credited time for your lunch but you don't take it. That's the thing where it's still offered like Nick says that that's still offered in his station, but that is not offered in my station. It's a region to region thing. I don't know why it's not universal. Um, but once you hit 6 hours, you have to take they remove that half hour from you. They're taking that lunch from you no matter what once you work 6 hours, and at least in my area. But there is a sign up sheet that some people still have to say, you can skip your lunch and still get paid as long as you're showing that you're moving that whole time. I just think you got to stop and take a lunch. That's my personal opinion. You should always take a lunch.
Always take a lunch-ish.
Yes.
Ish.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
keep your and then you keep your eye on your virtual time card to make sure that they're not removing the time to make obviously
Mm.
that's a major grievance.
They're not supposed to touch it. That's actually illegal. They're not supposed to touch it
Yes.
and play with your time.
Hmm. Well, we know that that's happened in the past. I don't know,
Mm.
like with the way virtual time card came about, and now people can just log right in and look at it and not have to write it down on a piece of paper like I did for years, making sure that everything was lining up with what I did. Because I know, like at one point, somebody got shorted like a couple $1,000 and they didn't even notice it, and somehow management came to them and said, "Oh, we owe you guys some money," and they're like how much? They're like, it's roughly like 1,500, 2 grand. Payroll made a mistake, and I'm like, whoa. I said, you guys better be writing your shit down because you don't ever want to imagine that you got shorted any amount of money, let alone 2 grand.
I don't know, Lando. These fools take all to go home early.
Take
Annual leave
annual
to go to
leave.
early. Oh,
Yeah, that's the dumbest thing. That's another dumb fuck thing you could do, man. That's a dumb fuck thing to do is to give away your annual just to go home early. Because I mean, they're going to expect that all the time from you, and you don't want to give up annual just for going home
nope.
early.
Nope. Got to
They
make it
have to.
count.
You're guaranteed 8 hours. You're guaranteed 8 hours of work. You get back in 7 hours and 15 minutes or 7 hours and 30 minutes. I'll work on my red book. I'll update my labels, whatever it may be. You have to find me more work, or you pay me till 8. I said, all right, just stand here till 8. That's how it works. Don't make them force you to take the annual. Say, I am guaranteed 8 hours of work. Another rule, I guess that they're not aware of. Can't tell me to leave.
That's it.
Take annual.
All right. So we're at 10:53, 10:55 on my end here. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you, Chooch. Next time I'll have you in here. Um, you were a little busy earlier, and that way I could have my co-host
Yes, sir.
come in here and invite you guys in and chat with you guys. I like the fact that y'all are able to come in here and voice your piece. I think vent sessions need to be more frequent because if you read the chats
Definitely.
while people are venting, there's a lot more people that, you know, they don't feel like they're alone, So I think it's a good thing. Trying out something new. You know what I mean? Trying out something new. But
It was great. We should definitely do it more. One last one, Big Hamza. I know I recognize him from plenty of chats. He's
mhm.
saying about the 701 rule. The 701 rule has been shot down like an anti-aircraft missile for years. No, the management, during COVID, said if you have the 701 rule in effect that says, hey, there's truly no more work for me to do, and I've worked 7 hours and 1 minute, I can go home. Management's like, no, we don't use that here, and he's right. It's a double-edged sword. So another
Mm,
carrier thing.
mm.
That's just they have it in there. It's in the rule book, but yet they're like, no, we'll find work for you then during COVID, but now they're telling you to take annual. It's again, good point there, Big Hamza.
Uh, Listen, I appreciate all the carriers that stop by. Seems like the carriers are dominating my chat group a lot more. So I'll make sure to have a Chooch in there or one of the other guys in my chat group as well. And there's always on deck, there's always a rural union guy here. He sits behind the scenes. So if you guys ever if you are any rural people in here, you have questions, just ask your question and he'll kind of chime into my text message to help out. Um, and if it's the APWU, shoot me a question. I can find out later on. It won't be today when we're talking live. I'll, reach out to my union people and we'll get back to you either via email or whatever. But just understand when you're asking me about things having to do specifically with union and rules and regulations, I'm not gonna give you I'm not gonna give you a lie for an answer. I'm not well versed in it. I don't want to be that guy. I can point you in the right direction if you tell me, hey, this guy did this. Okay, well, call your union steward. Union steward sucks. Okay, well then you got to move up the chain. But as far as how these guys are so well versed for things, I won't lie to you. Okay. Um,
Same here.
this was Chooch. Chooch is a little more seasoned when it comes down to the carriers. And let me give my shout outs to all my people in there. Fit over 50. Fitter. I like the name 50. J Rod Chuito. Gabe Acosta, Big Hamza, Larry. Didn't get the shit off my chest, but I believe me, I need y'all input. Shit, I'm dealing with my station and management. Cam, Sir, the poet, management delaying mail. That's such a I hate that delaying mail. Then they want to shove more mail on you. Get it all done at the same time. All right, let's talk USPS. I know who you are. We know who you are, but we appreciate you calling in, brother. Um, That's double A Ron. Never use satchel outside. That's double A Ron. All right. We ain't gonna drag it out. Love y'all. Thank you for stopping by. Next time we'll have a couple more y'all vent, a couple more curse words. It's your show. All right. This
Yo,
is
yes,
JH, and
sir.
that is Mr. What you say your name was, sir?
Chooch.
That's the Chooch. If you don't know, Chooch has his own channel. He's a little scared to put his information in the video
Uh,
description down there. Check him out. He talks some shit, and he can talk some shit.
I got
And
some stuff coming up, buddy. I got a game changer coming into the house in a couple days, and I'm gonna be putting a lot of stuff up while I'm doing my thing down in the Chooch Cave. Thank you, sir.
okay, but y'all can look him up. What's your channel name, sir?
Yeah, Chooch, YACHOOCH.
Check him out. Support your fellow carriers. All right,
Appreciate it. Thanks, brother.
all right. Love y'all. We will chat later in the stream. Boom.
Be careful when
And
you're when you see those reverse lights on, Jay. Be careful.
all right, let's see. I edit.